If you want to watch what I have in store for you next, stick around. Seem to be okay, but look at these bottom ones. See that? See all that? He's going to fix all that. I think he's going to fix this room here too. You can see a line right here. There's one thing here. Some of this stuff he said he thought was off the roll, because I can see a line there, a line there, a line there, and he said it might have been off towards the end of the roll, a crush pile issue with the carpet. But I mean, you can see all the different little areas there that are bulging. There's some over there. There's one there. I look right here. There's one there. See, right there. Here's another one. There's that over there. So this whole area here, at first he was thinking about just trying to fix certain things, but really, and this carpet goes that direction like this. Okay, so he's going to take the carpet up there, and then he's going to loosen it over probably to there, and probably over into here somewhere. Then he's going to re-stretch this whole area going that direction to stretch everything that way, and he's going to bring a power stretcher. So I'm anxious to see his power stretcher. I've seen the power stretchers before. I want you to see what it takes to stretch a room like this. You don't want to do this by yourself with just a kicker, a knee kicker, because can you imagine you'd have to stretch this whole room? This is about 27 feet long, 25 feet wide. You'd have to stretch this and kick it and kick it and kick it up against that wall where the tack strip is. And you probably aren't going to get this stuff out way back here going that direction without a power stretcher. So we're going to take a look at his power stretcher. I'm sure you can rent power stretchers, and it's actually a pretty slick thing. I think after you see the carpet guy stretch this room, I think you can decide that maybe you can do that yourself. Now see all the dimples here? This is where they had a big old huge couch right here. You know, what do you call it? It's a couch with all kinds of different pieces here. They had probably an ottoman here. We're going to put something like that here. And I don't know how much of these things are going to be covered with that. But it depends where we shift our couch. We could slide our couch over this way a little bit and have more room next to the door there. And that kind of thing. Look at these views, would you? Nice mountain range out there. The city. This is awesome at night. When you see all the lights out there. But anyways, that's something that's going to be done by the carpet guy. And we talked, speaking of the furniture, we got the furniture, and the furniture nowadays, you get your lounge. There's an actual lounge on it. Or it's the one upstairs. It's a lounge, a chase lounge type thing that's attached to the sectional couch. And it's got electric to it, so you can slide that thing down. And then it's also got the recliners, 2 recliners. Down here, I think there's going to be 3 different areas that are going to be needing electric on it. And this thing's not going to be, it's going to be out here in the middle. It's not going to be attached to the wall or anything. Any ideas what's going to happen? Well, they have battery packs for the recliners on this sectional. But then he says, oh, well, and I says, how often do you have to charge that? Oh, about once a week. And I'm like, once a week? Are you crazy? I'm not going to do that. There's no way I'm going to take the battery out behind the sectional, one here, one over there, and plug that in somewhere and then put it back. There's no way I'm going to do that, every week for the entire time that we live in this house. None whatsoever. So there's only one other thing that I can do. You figured it out yet? I'm going to have to put some plugs right into the floor. And lucky for me, this is a wood floor, and there's an area underneath the house that I can crawl. Yes, I'm going to look at that and try to figure out what I'm going to have to do for that. And let me just take you up here. Yeah, I'm going to take you up here real quick. I'm going to show you up here, that there's an actual I keep hearing some clicking. Oh, I heard some clicking here. I'll get this window open, and it's this just hitting the wall. See this floor here? Look, right there. Oh, I had that. Oh, there it goes. I had it unscrewed before, and I took my foot on it and got it. I just twisted it like that to get it open last time, and I tightened that with my foot, believe it or not, last time I was here. Okay. See, that's copper. It's got threads on it, and there's a plug right there. And that's what they did for the floor up here, because this whole sectional here, oh, it's awesome. It's an awesome sectional. Anyways, it takes 3 plugs and 3 different things to plug in. But I'm hoping to put an extension cord here, and he said to make sure you have like a power strip, you know, that has a reset button on it, you know, so that it can trip, and I'm hoping to put that underneath the furniture here, far, you know, wherever it needs to go, and have all 3 different things plug into it. That's what I'm hoping to do with one power strip. Because see, I was thinking this is just a single outlet. I was thinking of taking that outlet out and putting a duplex one in there, you know, but I don't have to do that, because when I come out of that, I'm going to plug in a power strip with like six plugs with the reset button on and stuff, and then I'll plug everything into that. So I only need one power source right there. Is what I'm hoping. I think I'm just going to have to make it work somehow. But the one downstairs, because I can't get underneath this because it's a ceiling from underneath. But the one downstairs, it's going to be a little bit bigger sectional, and there's I may need 2 different power sources there. I may need to put a plug here. That's what the lady made a recommendation. And incidentally, we checked at the furniture place, and lots of furniture places, did you know some of them have interior designers or decorators on staff that will come out to your place, and they'll measure everything, and lots of the furniture nowadays, you can pick any sort of color you want. You don't have to get the one that's there on the floor. Maybe, you know, in their showroom, maybe you want a different color. They can make it in just about anything you want. And so, and that's usually something that they offer for free. So usually you can go in to most furniture companies, depending what, you know, how big the furniture company is and stuff, just ask them that question. Well, anyways, we did that. Some lady came out here, she did all the measuring, then we went in and she actually presented it to us on a video screen in front of us, and she did different colors. She did all kinds of stuff. It was actually quite nice. Anyway, she mentioned the fact that we should have an outlet here and maybe one over there, because see, if you have one over here and you put a power strip, there's no way this piece of furniture over here could go into this power strip. You'd have to have different extension cords and that sort of thing. And I could do that. I could have an extension cord off of this chair running over to the plug, if I just have a plug over here, let's say, and then have an extension cord from those 2 items coming over this way, hooked into a power strip. This piece over here would hook into the same power strip. I could do something like that, but because I can access the floor underneath here, if I'm going to do one, I could just as well do a second one. And she had given me dimensions, you know, X amount of feet off of this wall this way, X amount of feet off of this wall straight over. And I'm a little hesitant about that, because I don't know exactly how much room she's given us over by the door, let's say. And what if I put in a plug where she told me, and let's say she says, okay, put a plug right there. And I put a plug in there, and the furniture comes out here, and we think, oh, geez, that's still too close to the door. We'd like to have it kind of pushed over this way a little bit further. We push it over further, and I spent all this time and effort putting a plug in the floor right here, and the furniture ends right there. Now I've got a plug shown. There's no way I'm going to do that. So I think what I've decided in my mind is, because this is all sectional furniture anyways, once we figure out exactly where we want it, instead of stopping here, maybe we end up deciding we want to stop it over here. Once we figure that out, I can figure out exactly where to put these plugs. I can pull for the time being, maybe we don't use the recliner until I get electric in the floor. No biggie, I don't mind that. Then I can pull whatever sectional piece out of the way so I can pinpoint exactly where I want to put it, especially if there's something in my way under the furniture or whatever. You know, after they bring it, they can make a recommendation to me of exactly where I'm going to end up putting these plugs. Besides that, see how big this room is? We were talking about having a sectional over here and a possible table here, which in fact I think we're going to have a table here to play cards or whatever. We could eat down here because there's a little kitchenette, not too much of a kitchenette, but there's a sink here, there's a counter here, there's a little refrigerator here. You know, I mean, if we want to eat down here, the table's over there, okay, well, whatever. If it's over there, it's over there. We're thinking about putting it over here. This would have been a perfect place for it, but Momi's talking like she's decided that she's going to put a couch. She's going to put a couch here and a chair and maybe a table or something, you know, a little side table or whatever. And then this couch can fold out into a bed in case we want an extra bed here. There's a couple bedrooms down here too, but that's what she's decided for here. So see, we could have put a table right there, but we decided to stick a table over there. And we've got some exercise equipment. They used to have a treadmill right here, and it kind of did a little bit of it puckered the carpet there, and I can feel right there where the carpet pad's just been kind of wasted right in there, and right here. In fact, before the carpet guy gets here, I might ask him to bring a couple little pieces of carpet, because remember, he's going to pull this back. He's going to re-stretch this area. So when he pulls the carpet back from this edge, well, maybe have him roll the carpet out this far, and then have him look at the carpet pad there, maybe patch that before he pushes that back. But, you know, what I'm getting at is if we have like a Peloton machine or whatever, maybe I want to put another plug in the floor. But as I see it now, there is a plug right there. So if we do have the Peloton right here with a mat underneath it, hopefully that'll cover up these things right here. And we can plug it right here into the wall. But I was thinking, you know, hey, if I'm going to end up putting a plug on the floor here and here, I'm just thinking, is there anywhere else I need to put anything on the floor? So I'll talk to Momi about that. We'll decide what's going to happen and all that. See this up here? This is where they had the TV. The TV was mounted way up there. And these patches will go away because all this is going to be repainted too. But we're thinking about right here, maybe having a cabinet right there and then putting the TV on top of that. Whenever you can get away with that, do that instead of hanging your TV on the wall, because if you have a cabinet now, you don't have to hang the TV on the wall. But if we do that and the TV's down low, now we've got this way up high. And this is where the access points are. Here's your cable, and here's your duplex electrical outlet. Now granted, here I'm seeing there is a plug, a duplex right here. So if we do put a cabinet there and the TV right here, we could plug it in there, but look where the cable is. So see, we'd have this cable hanging down the wall to come behind the cabinet, or you can put a little plastic plastic piece here that the cable runs in, and then you'd have to see that. So I don't know. I'm looking at that, and I might end up taking that coaxial cable and fishing it down the wall and putting a cut-in box down here, putting that inside the wall, putting a blank plate there, adding another piece of coaxial cable inside the wall from the box, a new box, cut-in box up there. We'll have to take that one out. And I can show you all that. If I end up doing that, there's probably going to be a fire block here, and you'll be wondering, hey, Joe, how on earth are you going to come from here, taking that box out and drilling and getting it through this fire block? Usually, these walls are 10 feet tall, so they'll probably have a fire block up at 5 feet, is my guess. Or they might have